What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. CDK, and y'all know what it is, man. This Sports Talk Network, man. I got a very, very special guest here with me today, man. A legend, Mr. Clarence Bones Adams, someone that he don't remember. You know what I'm saying? This man went on to do great things, but I was able to fight Mr. Clarence Bones Adams at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, in the amateur days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, back at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna make you remember something you used to do. You had an apple, you had like I think the black apples on your shirt back then, but you tried to pick me up or you picked me up. I think after the fights, you used to pick people up and carry them back to their corners or something when you was younger. Do you remember? Do you recall doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, man,
I,
I
I
remember.
recall. I remember fighting you because of this. I don't know if you guys can see, but after the fight, somebody like, let me cut those hand wraps off, and they had a pocket knife. It's like, no. He's, I know what I'm doing. He ended up cutting my fingers. I still got the scar. I still got the scar. Yeah.
Man, hey man, and you know it's crazy. I was sitting down one day playing cards. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
was playing cards, and it was a bunch of us in the house, and you was coming out for your fight, and they called your name out, and I said, "Hold on, man!" I said, "I fought that guy." Everybody in the house think I'm lying, right? And then it was only one person. My brother knew
Yeah.
who you was, right?
Yeah.
So he knew I was telling the truth. Everybody else like, "You ain't fake that guy." I said, "Listen, man, I fought this guy in the amateurs, man." And I
Yeah.
was just happy, man. It made me feel
Yeah.
good. It made me almost feel like I was in the ring.
It
But
does.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You went on to become a world champion. And the
Yeah.
first thing I want to ask you, because I know you're from Henderson, Kentucky. I'm from, you know what I'm saying, right here in Clarksville, Tennessee. I don't know how far apart that is,
I think probably about 3.5, 4 hours, something like that.
3.5, 4 hours. Okay. The first thing I want to ask you is this right here. You went pro at 16. Now I
Turned
think
pro
I
at 15.
recall
I turned
how
pro at 15.
15. I
15.
stand corrected. 15 years old. Man, you were young. Do you think that affected your career in any
Um,
way?
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, here's the thing. When I turned pro at 15, as soon as I turned 16, I signed my Madison Square Garden network with Bobby Goodman. And if I would have stayed with him, I think he would have made me a superstar. He knew how to bring me along at my age. He
Yeah.
knew he was the best thing for me in my career. And I'll tell you, he's just a phenomenal guy, right? Well, my dad, very controlling person. He was like, oh, we're doing this, and got me away from Bobby. And that's what the issue I believe was. Instead of bringing me along the way I should have been brought along, and slowly just, but I was fighting regular every month, every 2 months. I was fighting very regular, and he knew what to do, when to do it, but my dad didn't. So I think that's what kind of like put a hold to my career a little bit.
And you know, it's great, like I said, because I remember you, man, and everybody was talking about you coming to the amateurs. And I just remember, like, they were talking about when me and you had fought, you was undefeated, and everybody was like, man. And I remember you walking up to me and telling me, "Do you know who I am?" And I'm just thinking about these days, man. And when I got the chance to see you, and
Yeah,
I knew the talent you was and how great, you know what I'm saying, that you was gonna be. And when they told me you went pro at that age, I couldn't imagine it because me, I my whole life went haywire. I was in the
right.
boys' home. I done some things I shouldn't have done, and it just sidetracked me from what I should have been doing. But at 15, I wondered, like, because you did retire from boxing one time and you did come back, right?
Right. Yes, I
Uh,
retired. I retired for before. So what happened was I fought Orlando Canizales when I was just turned 18. I just turned 18, and in the third round, both sides of my jaw was broke. I still have the scars. I don't know if you guys see it, but still have
yeah.
the scar. Both sides of my jaw was broke. I fought to the 11th round. Basically, whoever won the last round basically would have won the fight. My dad stops it. Now, what?
Mm.
Oh, what the hell? 9 rounds I fought with both sides of my jaw. He goes, I don't want to see you get hit no more. It was a close ass fight. I'm like, I could have been one of the youngest world champions and stuff. And but anyways, that took a lot out of me, that fight, and the
Yeah.
whole setup of that fight. Anyways, because I didn't feel like even fighting that night.
Mm.
A lot of things that happen, especially when you're a young man, being lied to and finding out. I didn't even feel like fighting, but even that being the case, right? So I retired. I waited, then I fought a little bit more. Then I dislocated my shoulder the next fight. I was beating that guy, just dislocated my shoulder, then did it again. So I just took off for years. I give this up, and I opened up pizza places,
Oh,
and within like 3 years, I had um, three of my own pizza places and franchised out 10, and I was doing quite well.
Mm.
And just one day, just hit me and said, "Well, hey, this ain't me. I was meant to be a world champion." So I called up my manager, Cameron Duncan, and said, "Hey, let's go, bro. This is I'm meant to be a world champion." And then shortly after that, I became world champion.
Definitely. I got to ask this Sports Talk Nation. My brother D Free. Uh, he wants to know what was your highest moment in your career, and what was your one thing that you regret out of your career. What's the one thing you regret out of your career?
The one, the most, so the most regret is this is not taking it, I guess serious. I guess you say
Mm.
because people don't understand, and I didn't realize because I didn't realize what I had until I became a trainer.
Yes.
I I never thought about boxing. I didn't study boxing. I didn't go to the gym unless I had fight. I mean, like that's what I regret the most because I'm telling you, I'm a great fighter. I have a
Yeah.
great mind, and things just come natural to me. But I didn't know that until I started becoming a trainer. When I started training like fighters like Blair Cobbs. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know this? You don't like what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So then it took me a while to adjust and realize, hey, you know what? I had a gift
Yes.
and I did not take advantage of my gift. Floyd, my hats off to Floyd about being so dedicated and so. Well, my man, he would train like he was broke.
Mm.
And I was just training. I just fight. Just some fights like I barely like I fought. If I had a fight coming up, I trained 100%. But other than that, I didn't. And you can't be in top condition. You can't learn. You can't do nothing. And a lot of the times too, my coaches was telling me, just keep doing what you're gonna do. Just keep doing what you're doing. Hey, I walk in the gym. Hey, what are we working on today? Asking me.
Mm.
So the regret is not studying boxing, not putting forth more effort into being in shape and perfecting my craft. I didn't even watch myself fight because when I watched myself fight, I didn't like what I saw because why would I do that for this? So I hated myself. So instead of taking and doing it and getting better and fixing myself, I went backwards and said, "Oh fuck it, it's okay. I got away with it."
Man, so that's crazy you say that because to say that, what I'm saying, you regret not really putting the effort in you should have put in. And, I think it's like the Michael Jordan syndrome where, people say Michael Jordan is a bad owner. He's very good. He was very good at being a great player,
Right,
but talent wise, see, he wanted everybody to have what he got.
right,
And I think you saying that you seen that, like when you say you had Blair Cobbs. And speaking of Blair Cobb, I want to jump forward since you brought his name up. I know that you had a lot to do with his career.
right.
But the thing I want to ask you is this: where's y'all relationship at right now? You and Blair Cobbs?
I mean, the relationship is. I mean, he'll call me every now and then, and call him every now and then, but it's not. Not like it should be. You know what I'm saying? For the amount of things and effort and time and just everything that I've given him and put into him. You know what I mean? I feel like
Mm.
you know, um, I wouldn't say abandoned. You mean, but
Yeah.
he, I thought he'd become a man, and he's still like a little young kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it has a lot to do with, I guess, maybe how he's brought up and his, upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Because he had no one. You know what I mean? Everyone had left him, so maybe he, abandonment. You know what I mean, issues maybe.
Yeah.
So, but he's not really, around. He doesn't really thank me too much about the situation that he's in. Because I did everything except bend over backwards for that kid.
Wow. So you basically saying that when you met Blair Cobbs, he was, I know, he said he was homeless. Was he homeless at the time that you met him?
Yes, him and his family was living in the car.
Wow, him and his family.
Yeah, him and his wife, and he had a young son. Blair Cobbs Jr. They were living in their car. So
Man.
I got him. I seen what a talent he was and how he was and stuff. He's a wonderful kid. But I found him people who would help him out, and they did. So
That's great, man. You still, no matter what, he might not see it, but God see it. I'm gonna say that. And
yeah,
just you doing what you done for him with him having a young kid, and a wife that just speaks about your character and who you are as a man. And I hate to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So you have been in, have you ever been in his corner as a fight?
Oh yeah, so every time I train him, we had knockouts. There's not
Every
one time.
time you
I
train.
think there's one time we didn't have a knockout when I was training him.
Why? Was you ever compensated for being in his corner?
No, no, never, no.
So y'all never signed like a contract or anything. It was just based on a
No.
handshake and
Well,
hey,
first of all, it's mutual respect. As a fighter to a trainer, it's 10% or whatever. Whatever it's going to be. But or
right.
it just depends on the it's a verbal maybe because a lot of people tell me because I get screwed over a lot, and a lot of people tell me I should sign contracts. But to me, the situation I'm in, there's no reason to have a contract. A man's only good as his word.
Yeah.
You know, um, and just the way it is. To me, if I'm looking at it as a fighter because I used to fight. I look at both sides. If somebody was coming to me and had me a contract, especially a trainer, I was saying, they're trying to fuck me somehow. Why do I need a contract?
Right.
But me being my personality, that's how I am. But because I'm a man of my word. If I'm gonna tell you something, it's gonna be done.
Definitely, definitely. And I just hate to hear it, man. And right now you have the gyms. I think it's your gyms is what it's Clarence Bones Adams gym.
No, 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 no.
What's the
See,
name of your gym?
Clarence died like 4 years ago.
Oh, Clarence died 4 years ago.
It took me 3 years. I read thing. So my name is Bones Adams now because I was
Okay.
a junior. I was a junior, and I told you I had these daddy issues anyways because my father. He helped make who I am, but he also
Yeah.
helped ruin it too as
Right.
well. You know what I'm saying? Um, but Miss Bones Adams boxing, yeah.
Bones Adams boxing. And I recall as an amateur, your dad was training you. Did your dad train you when you
Yeah,
turned pro?
yeah. You know how you train me? Hey, you getting hit with the right hand. Hey, you should hit him with the left hook.
Mm,
Really, like, so that's the reason why, like, I didn't realize. I thought, that's just the way things are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I really had a gift. Um, Even in conditioning, even everything was on my own. He didn't do nothing. No one know what I mean. Like everything was on my own.
So when you see these other fighters like Devin Haney and the Sean Porters and stuff, and Roy Jones Jr., even Floyd Mayweather, and they got their fathers in their corner, do you think that's a good thing, or do you think that it can hinder a fighter having your
Well,
father?
Roy was a smart one. He isn't. He knew, and that's what I was trying to tell a lot of these other guys. It's not that pretty much, especially that Roy Jones. What happened with his father? He pulled him out, and then Roy really started fucking storing up and growing more as a fighter. The fathers and stuff, especially with them all day, never get rid of them. Always have them there. That's the way I feel about it, really, honestly. If
Yeah,
the dad is not, if the dad's working together with the trainer, because you add to the game. Why would you not? Why would you want to be so greedy and what's that word I'm looking for? To where you don't want your son to grow and get better. Like, it's me. I tell him it's me. Well, who cares? Just let your son be the best he can be, learn as much as he can be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Instead of holding him back somewhat because obviously you've already taught him everything he knows. Everything he's doing is on his own. You ain't teaching him nothing. You
right,
just only making comments like, "Hey, you see how you got hit with that right hand?" Okay, you can't. You're not making him make adjustments. You're not helping him grow. You're not helping him change up a little bit because you don't know anything. You don't know any better.
right. So a lot of
So
times, it seems
ask
like
people.
yeah, it's kind of hard for the father to get out the way. It seems like what you're saying, like they have trouble getting out the way.
Yes. But if they would get out of the way, not never leave. Bro, I never
Yeah,
them be there because they started him. They know him better than anybody. But the situation, you still need to add to the game. You know what I'm saying? So and you only know so much.
definitely. And do you think that like the fight? Because I know you're really a student of the game, and you know the fight game well. The fight with Devin Haney, I felt like I don't know. I like Bill Haney, and I love Devin Haney as a boxer. Do you think that was the problem in that fight with Ryan Garcia? Maybe not to being able to make the adjustments and stuff.
Well, it started with the gym when he has 5, 6 different trainers,
Mm,
all doing things and saying things, and then all this. That's what I'm saying. Like you can have all those trainers that you want, right? But
yeah,
in the long run, when you have that many trainers, he's gonna end up doing what he's gonna do anyway. So you might as well just go back to zero, because when you have so many different people, even three, four, whatever, you have all these different people telling you things. In the long run, you're just gonna do what you want to do, what you have to do, what you feel like doing. And Devin is a tremendous boxer, smart, but his problem with, you know, reaching out. But I don't, that was bad. That was bad coaching the whole period.
I said it. I said I agree with you 100%. I've been saying it. I felt like the whole fight plan or whatever, it was bad. It
Well, he was
almost
trying. I felt like he's a boxer. Listen. I handed to him. Listen, he can punch, bro. I seen, bro, he can punch. We really can. Devin can punch.
he can
I
punch.
see him knock some people out in this gym, bro. But he can fight, right?
Yeah,
But you got to pick your times to be a boxer, pick your time to be a puncher. He chose the wrong time to be a puncher. You can't punch with the guy, but with the speed and power that he had, you can't be a puncher and back him up. You know what I mean?
right.
I get the idea of it, but sometimes you just can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely. Do you think they were trying to outdo Tank, and you feel like they fell
Uh,
into the
yeah,
game plan of that?
yeah. I think they're trying to, they're trying to, yeah. I think they. I mean, I'm not sure about that situation, but that sounds about right. They're trying to, you know what I mean, do a little bit better than Tank, or do the same as Tank and say, hey, see, hey, Tank ain't the only one that can punch. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've been in the gym with Javante. It's very few people that I've seen box that I felt the power outside the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
When he explodes, oh shit! Like man, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, so you've been there with Tank and Devin, and you seen, was you there for the actual sparring match when
No,
they
no, no. I wasn't there for the sparring. Like they would spar, but two. You know, like different times, different people. You know what I'm saying? Never together.
never together? Okay. And like Shakur Stevenson, and that's the $1 million question that people have. Some people see it as a 50-50 fight. Some people think that, Tank Washington. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I could be wrong. But when you
I
think
think
about those
Shakur has the
two,
advantage.
huh?
I think Shakur has the advantage.
You think Shakur has the advantage? Okay. Just off of
I think
IQ.
just accuracy, smarts, defensive minded. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you have to be with Javante, because the situation being, yeah, it only takes one punch from Javante, but why are you throwing 10 punches around?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I'm a numbers guy, so if I know I can get you with one punch, why not throw 100?
mm.
You know what I'm saying? But he don't do that, so that pace is just it just suits fucking. He's gonna get outboxed. I mean, Shakur just outboxed him, just and just next thing you know, the fight's over.
Wow. Yeah. A lot of people don't look at it like that, but Javante does have a low output as far as throwing punches. And a lot of people say, he's reading or taking in data, and you know what they say. So
Of course.
you feel like he needs to pick up the pace.
I mean, because I mean, here's the thing though. But see, he's not doing what Floyd taught him, and I'm over there listening. But I already knew anyways, right?
Yeah.
The championship fight, right? Fight don't start. If you ever watch Floyd fight, those first 4 rounds, he may win them, may not, but he's taking in everything. And then after those four, he kicks in.
Yeah.
See, Javante's he's trying to train Javante to do the same thing, but the situation with Javante ain't quite kicking in yet, because he knows he only needs that one punch. So he's not quite picking up the pace, and breaking the people down like he should be.
Definitely. Definitely. You think Lamont Roach, and I'm hearing they're gonna fight again, I think in May or something. Do you think, I feel like sometimes you can run into somebody that just knows you or their style's
100%.
all wrong for you? What do you think the situation is with Tank and Lamont Roach?
You know what I mean? They fought together a lot. They grew up together. They know each other. You know what I'm saying? I think I didn't get to see the fight because my gym was rented out and I had to do some stuff. But 100%. You got to look at Mayorga, Vernon Forrest, Shane Mosley. Look at the style. It's just sometimes, yes, it just depends on who the guy is.
It definitely does. And that's what I feel is going on with Tank. I think that we're gonna, no matter when they fight, I think you're gonna see the same type of fight. I think it's just gonna be
Right.
a close fight between those two.
I agree because I mean they just know each other, bro. They just know each other.
Yep, yep.
They
Have
know
you
what to expect.
uh also Ryo? I got to watch that fight. You might not got to see it. Gary
I actually
Antoine
seen
Russell.
Ryan fight. Yeah,
You seen that fight?
seen that fight. Yeah.
What do you, I think Gary Antoine Russell is the best at 140 pounds. What do you think?
I think that my guy Ranges Bartholomew got screwed over when they fought him because
Mm,
we had him hurt. I mean, listen, we had that dude. We had him, and then even like he gets caught. My guy Ranges gets caught with a good shot. Literally, I swear and everything. He gets up at like a 4 or 5 or something like that. The referee goes, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Yes," and he don't even speak. He goes, "Yes," and the referee goes, "Bro, bro, we knew that was going to happen though. We knew that
yeah,
if if something like he was to hurt him or be in his ass, they
yeah.
would stop it, and they did. They screwed us over.
Okay, so is that one of your fighters?
Yeah, Ranges Bartholomew.
Okay, I know exactly who he is, and I remember the fight, and I remember them. Yeah,
Well, watch
stopping the
that
fight.
fight, and you'll see if they show the referee. Are you okay? He goes, yes, right away, yes, yeah. And then he sways it off. But we knew
So
that was going to happen though.
okay, so you saying they stopped the fight premature?
Way too early, way too because my guy was getting to him. That's why he
Mm.
was cracking him. He
And
had
with
him hurt several times. Yeah, that's why.
and when you see this with what happened with the referee, I don't want to get his name wrong. I know it's Steve. I
Yeah,
be
yeah.
forgetting. Do you think you've been in boxing a long time and around boxing? So I'm gonna ask you this because I heard somebody make a statement that I didn't think was true. I thought anytime you take a knee that there was supposed to be a count.
100%. So here's the issue. Anytime you take a knee, it's an automatic 8 count, and then hey, it was about then they say okay time, and then okay check whatever it is going to be, but
Steve Wilson.
automatic 8 count no matter what.
Automatic A count no matter what.
No matter
Okay,
what, because
I
you
had
don't know.
uh,
No. It's a knockdown because he can say, "Hey, timeout, referee," or something like that, but don't take a knee. But he didn't do that. He took a knee. So therefore, how's the referee to know it wasn't a rip shot earlier or the arm? He has no clue. So
right.
it's automatic 8 count, and then he can plead his case. Hey, no, I was sitting in my eye, my arm, or whatever, and then they have the doctor look at him.
Definitely. And
That was an amateur mistake. I mean,
yes, it
you know,
was.
I think it was a purpose. I don't know. I
Yeah,
guess maybe because he knew kind of like he really wasn't hit too much. I guess with a good clean shot, so he's just like why is this guy taking a knee? But it was not fair. It was wrong.
yeah, definitely. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's the honest truth. And when you think about it, I know that they also gave Tank like now somebody was saying this. Is it a disqualification if somebody like when he took the knee, we know they stopped the count, but I think they also was able to bring him a towel before there was a timeout or anything. Should that have been a disqualification?
No,
Okay.
no, because there's certain times like I said, you take a knee, whatever else, but then you tell the referee, hey man, something. So then they'll check it out. Okay, and they because they want the fight to continue, not just because just stop it for any reason.
Right, definitely,
No,
definitely.
so they're gonna try to fix them, whether it be a cut, whatever. It be. Okay, let's see and look at it. Okay, you're good. Okay, let's go. And that was right. They did that. That was good. That
Yeah,
was fair.
yeah. And it's crazy that this referee he's had plenty of championship fights. He's been around for a long time. He knows the rules of boxing. He knows what's supposed to go on in the ring. And it seemed like the last two fights, like he ran into these type of problems. And I couldn't believe it myself. You know what I'm saying when I'm sitting there and I'm
What
watching
mean the
that.
last two fights?
Yeah.
What was it? What mean the last two fights?
Uh, he had that fight. It was a fight before that. I forgot the guys' names, but it was a controversy. I think both guys, if I recall,
I was in the corner. That's why I'm asking. That's what I said.
you know what I'm talking
I was
about.
in Skylar Lacey's corner.
Oh, you was in the
I
corner.
was in his corner. I was there. That's why I was just making.
Okay. So let me
That's
ask
why I
you
was
this
just making
question.
a bill. Yeah,
What
I
do
was
you
there.
think? What do you think about what happened in that situation?
You know, ugly ass fight, bro. I don't know, man. Like
Man, that was no disrespect. That was one of the most. That was probably. I don't know what went on in that fight. That was a terrible fight.
a horrible fight. I don't know what went on either. I really don't. It just amazes me. That's the reason why, like a lot of these guys, they see me back there. They go, what are you nervous for, coach? I go, because it's not me. I know what the fuck I want to do. I have no clue what the fuck you're gonna do. I want to do whatever, and then you see what happens.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know,
I know you ain't never been a part of nothing like that before.
no, no,
Yeah, that right there was like
it's my
we was
first.
watching, and I think we was all like me and all my guys, BVO, D Free, like all of us together, Sports Talk Network, and I think we was all like, man, this is the worst fight we ever seen. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
They,
What was
they both they both are very similar style, ugly style, and that's why I think it's such a bad matchup with that situation because they really do fight similar.
okay.
And so when you got two big guys similar, then they're both trying to afford it. It was an ugly fight. It was
Yeah,
ugly.
yeah. Are they? I mean, from where did he go from there? Is he trying to redo it?
Um,
What do they do from?
he's gonna do a lot of self reflection. And watch himself. And I think that he has, on Skylar's end. And I think he'll be back, but we just gotta see if he's got his mind right and stuff like that. So.
Oh, definitely, definitely. You got to be focused. We know that when it comes to the sport of
I mean,
boxing.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's what everybody loses. Like this is the reason why I keep telling you, like I guess I have natural ability, but it's common sense. Do you ever watch yourself like videotape yourself shadow box? Do you ever see anybody throw a fucking punch like this? Right? If they don't, then why are you doing it?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Common sense, like just watch yourself. Bro. Like I mean, like what is wrong with these fighters? What's wrong with these people? What are they seeing? That's the reason why there's a certain. I want to get something going like an app or something. But what are they seeing that basically the whole world isn't to keep doing shit?
yeah. I agree with
Common
you on that.
sense.
Common
Um,
sense. It's common
and
sense.
nobody can use the common sense. They have a delusional like, hey, I'm the best. I knock people out. Bro, really? Are you seeing the same thing I do?
Yeah, yeah. We definitely looking at something different. And I had this argument yesterday. We was not an argument. We were talking to my brother in BVO. We was talking about former champions, and I think I rank Lennox Lewis really high as a heavyweight.
Me too. He's
You know what
one
I'm
of
saying? I
he's my
think.
favorite heavyweight champion.
Thank you. We on the same page. We on the same page, and I was telling him like,
But I think because we're on the same page, but for two different reasons. Why is he yours?
I felt like that he was the. I just feel like he was the best. Breaking it down, uh, they say styles make fights. I feel like in his prime, great jab. You know what I'm saying? Real good chin, great power. There was a lot of things that he could do in the ring that a lot of heavyweights couldn't do, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
what's yours?
I agree with that, but what really like puts the icing on the cake and everything, right? Man, I love the way he came back from a loss.
Oh, that
Man,
right there.
he came back with vengeance. And like, that's hard to do. I
Yes, it is.
promise you. When you just got knocked out and you come back with bro, his mental is so fucking phenomenal, and
Yeah,
that's how I love and respect him
I
so
ain't
much.
think about that.
You know what I mean? And the skills that he has, man, like that's why he's one of my favorites. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was just saying that we was comparing Wilder, and I just said I like Wilder, but I don't think that there was anything Wilder could have done with Lennox Lewis or some of those. I was just comparing.
I think there is, but see, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Then it goes right back to this. It goes back on the fighter too. He knew he only take one punch, and he knows it. I mean, I remember seeing a press conference thing after he fought Ortiz.
yeah,
He goes, exact words was, "Hey, somebody fight me, you gotta fight perfect for 12 rounds. I only
yeah,
need 10 seconds."
yeah. You're right about
And
that.
it's the truth. But the thing is, if he didn't know how to, he never learned how to use his feet. He has yes men around him. Oh yeah, because they know, oh, it takes them. Oh, you're beautiful, man. That's not your job as a coach to me. You know what you're doing good. You know what you're doing right. You know what I mean. Your job is to tell them the things they're not doing to try and improve them to get them to do better things and different things, so they're able to catch people with that right hand. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely, definitely. I feel like Malik Scott, good friend, but I don't think they fit well together. I don't feel like they fit well together. I feel
But
like Malik Scott tried to take Wilder and make him have his style of boxing, and it doesn't work for Wilder. I could be
well,
wrong, but that's what
that's probably what he didn't need, but Wilder didn't do it.
oh,
I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I was saying. I remember Malik the way he boxed. He needed some of that boxing skills,
mm,
but he fucking wouldn't do it.
he didn't.
You know
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
wouldn't
saying?
do it.
And then I'm sure Malik is kind of like a lot of us other trainers. Like after a while, you just get tired of it. Like fuck it. So
But do you feel like when you get a certain age, it's hard to get somebody to stop doing what they've been doing for so long?
So here's right back to me again. So I told you that I did not think about boxing as the right. So I taught myself. I was wondering like toward the end of my career, why did I only have an overhand right? And then I started playing with things, doing things. You know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah,
You can if the dog wants to learn them.
makes
That dog,
sense.
see that wilder, they don't want to learn. They're oh, I'm good, I'm good. I did. Bro, you gotta change. You gotta improve. Because you know what? Especially after you get so old, right? Because they're expecting that guy every time, and if you don't change shit, they're gonna beat you every time because they're gonna prepare for that guy.
Yeah, yeah,
You got always revolve, always new things, always creating just new ways to land your shot. But they don't do it. They want to do the same thing over and over and over again. Like I said, being lazy, and that's why Floyd is phenomenal because he always kept learning. But Shakur is the same way. That's the reason I love the Shakur. You know, there's some out there that are really phenomenal boxers, and they live, eat, and drink boxing, no matter what.
definitely. And do you have like a personal relationship with Floyd?
Um, I mean, we see each other, respect each other, we talk. I mean, like, do we hang out? No,
Yeah, yeah. As far as yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
but 100% mutual love, respect, honor. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, if I'm in a place and he'll come across the room and say hi, vice versa. I mean, like, you know, he's always been wonderful to me. He's always, but you know, I can't say how he treats other people, but
yeah, yeah.
but
And definitely. So
me, he's been very, very like very respectful, very honorable. He loves boxing. He really does. Like he other fighters as well. He respects other fighters. He just lets you know he's the best. That's all. That's it.
okay, so when you get into that, we take account that he has Camille Moten. I think also Joseph Brown, somebody that I've interviewed, and he's a phenomenal young talent. I'm sure you know who Joseph Brown is.
I don't know Joseph Brown, but I know Kamel because Kamel went to school
Okay, well,
with my
both of
son.
them are under Floyd Mayweather's banner, and Joseph Brown, man, he was he went 60, he was 67-0 as an amateur in
Mm.
boxing and I think multi. He done both of them.
Yeah,
And he's very good. He's 4-0 as a professional.
right.
But I seen Floyd like all the fighters come around Floyd. Like you had Devin Haney's in the gym and all these other fighters, and then the fighters Richards and Hitchens, the fighters that you seen around Floyd. And you think with Floyd being who he is, they would want to stick around, but for some reason, it seemed like to me that they like either go somewhere else or I don't know what's happening with that.
I mean, the situation being, listen. He ain't can't fight for you. You watch, you learn. They just shut the fuck up. Watch, learn, listen.
Mm-hmm.
So watch that man train. Watch that
Yeah,
man, and
yeah,
then just try your best to fucking do. You know what I mean, and because that hey man, he would go through. He'll go through a set of clothes, change a set of clothes. He would train. I mean, not everybody could do that because it's different bodies, different style. But he's always did it since he was a child, so he doesn't know any other way. It's kind of like these Dominican republics, right? People, a lot of them, they like to run the day of the fight. Shit, I want to rest, right?
mm-hmm.
But in their mind, they can't. If they don't run, they're horrible. They can't. Just when you were raised a certain way, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys are raised like Floyd now because they seen how he was, so they're working just as hard.
Yeah.
But no one's working as hard.
Do you think that Floyd's putting so much emphasis? This is like the barbershop talk. That a lot of fighters don't want to fight each other now because they're trying to hold on to their O. What do you think the difference between then and now?
I don't think that they want to hold on to the old necessarily on that aspect, but the aspect of, they how are they gonna promote themselves to being the you know what I mean? That they have a loss,
Yeah,
right?
but
Because everybody that's what I'm trying to say. I'm begging, I'm pleading if anybody can hear me as a fighter. I'm waiting to see a fighter that wants as much as I do. I've not trained one fighter, been with a fighter, maybe one that wants as much as I do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
and there's a difference. I think there's a big difference from then and now. But when you think about it, we know that a lot of the greats had lost. Sugar Ray Leonard.
they do, but the thing is, like, see, but they fought everybody. Who gives a shit, right? Who cares, right? It had nothing to do with Floyd. It's always good because Rocky Marciano was the first, right?
Yeah,
So it wasn't necessarily because of Floyd, but the situation he put really emphasis on it. But they're so worried about the Instagram, the TikTok. That's what they're worried about.
yeah,
Nothing. I mean, and then the opportunity too. So sometimes, like I said, a loss is better than a win. You mean
definitely,
because if
definitely.
you're always winning, then how do you know what they feel like? You gonna keep doing the same thing. You're not gonna work harder. You're not gonna be. And sometimes a loss is better than win. And
Yeah,
I've seen that a lot more than anything. But then the promoters too. The promoters, it's not necessarily the fighters. It's the boxing promoters and stuff. They're like, hey, you know what? It looks better. We need an undefeated guy. We need undefeated. Why do you need an undefeated guy to make a good fight? You don't need. Man, I've seen some guys, man, like 11-6, they can freaking go throw down. Right? They
yeah,
don't know the reason behind those 6 losses. Probably like situations like me. I got screwed a lot as a professional in
yeah,
the
yeah.
gym.
You had some
So
controversial
so
losses.
and a lot of times that's what happens because you got you fighting me. I'm fucking Oscar De Hoya's guy. You think they're gonna give you the decision? No, but hey, did you win the fight or could have won the fight? Yes, but then they're gonna give it to you, so there's a loss. But no, they're gonna use you. Doesn't mean you can't fight. It just means that you got fucked by the system.
Yeah, and it happens a lot. Is there anything that you think they could do differently with the judges? I always say bring
See,
in retired professional fighters.
no,
Just my opinion, and maybe let them judge the
to,
fight.
to
Do you
make it
think
to make it
anything?
to make it to make it fair, put people in a room with monitors so they can see every fucking thing. You know why they fuck people and how they continue to fuck people? One reason. From my point of view, but see, because they're making it like that so they can fuck you. Or from
Yeah,
my point of view, I can see. But if you watch the TV, which has every angle, everything we see, and everything. Oh, let's see the replay. Oh, he did miss that shot. Oh no, he did hit that shot. But they won't do that to make it fair.
right. And my guy, TD Sports Talk said the first fight that you got screwed in was the Paulie Ali. What is it? I know I can't pronounce the name.
Oh yeah,
Paulie.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he said the Kevin Kelly fight was close too.
I won Kevin Kelly fight. That's when I was 19 years old. Fighting for a title. I'm fighting him. Kevin Kelly was signed to top rank. I wasn't. And they call it a draw. I know I beat him. The reason situation I say I beat him because he's a boxer puncher. I boxed and boxed. I made him fight my fight.
Mhm.
I won.
Yeah.
But me and Kevin, that's my boy though. I love Kevin.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And I
but
mean, do
the
you
situation that was the first time that
so
I
that
got.
was the first time, yeah, yeah. And that fight really, the money now in boxing is a lot different from what it was back then, I'm sure.
Yeah, way
So
more.
a lot of these fighters are making a lot of money. How do you feel about with Turkey Al coming into boxing?
I
And
mean, the thing is, that's what I'm gonna tell you. I was gonna bring that up too, but situation being, I have a game plan, I have an idea, I have a way and straight. It's very similar to what they're doing. I can't find nobody who wants to do it because their hands always out. Well, what am I getting? Well, get back to the boxer or something, right? But no one wants to do that. But they are doing the right thing, and I feel like that is a first step in doing better in a way for boxing because why do you think UFC and boxing are two different things, right? Two different sports. But why do you think everyone wants to watch UFC?
it seems like the way that Dana White goes about, based with me, what
Has
I
nothing to do with
see is
Dan White.
one promoter,
And there you go. The right guy always wins.
one
The
promoter.
right guy always wins. So they think it's fair when people's watching. Pretty
Mhm.
much the guy always wins because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Boxing, on the other hand, nobody wants to watch because it's fucking rigged, it's fake. And it is. Fucking rigged, it's fake. So no one, if you can get one fucking time, one champion, one league, whatever else, and who cares who wins? Like, who cares who wins? Get the right guy winning all the time. That would bring people back to boxing because it's been for hundreds of years.
so you do think the thing that Dana White and Turkey is doing, it will work?
I do not think it's going to work the way they're
Oh,
doing it, but there's
oh
a way
yeah,
to do it. There is a way to do it,
yeah,
but they are not going to do it the way they. It's like this. What I'm saying bad about the UFC is this. That's great, is because to get the fans to watch, right?
yeah,
But for the fighters aspect, it's horrible because Francis Ngannou, the highest he was offered was 8 million to fight John Jones, offered, and he goes and makes 50 million in boxing. They're talking
right.
about boxing promoters being bad. What the fuck? You know how much money that generates over there at UFC every time they
Right.
have a pay per view fight?
A
And
lot.
then where's that money? They're screwing those guys, bro.
Yeah.
Screwing those guys. That's the reason why they're $1 billion company, or fuck, I don't know how many billions of dollars, right? And the fighters are nothing. They're holding
Yeah.
the people back from making a living, and they keep them fighting because there's not enough money to retire.
Yeah, and you're right about that. And it seems like Dana White gets mad anytime somebody brings that up, but it's the truth. Man, UFC fighters, you have to almost be a world champion and still have like a fan base to even get paid over there.
But what's the pay? That's what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say. Nagano was a heavyweight champ of the world, getting 4 to 6 million. His
yeah,
first fight in a pro, 20 million, 30 million for, well, 50 million he made in 6 months. How
mm,
can you rectify? How can you how can you say that you're paying your fighters? It's impossible.
definitely, definitely. And what? And I'm thinking about this. What do you think Tank problem really is with Turkey? You know, I heard different things. Some people say because Turkey makes you fight who he wants you to fight, he don't give you the option. It's like, hey, I'm gonna pay you, but I want you to fight this person.
That may be it, but I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know him like that. So
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're
I've been
saying.
around him. I've been around him. So he's not a very personable person. So
He's not a very you say he's
personal
not
person, like people person. He don't really talk too much to Devontae. So
so like he's just a real quiet person.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that could have a lot to do with it, man. But I'm not gonna hold you up. I told you 30 minutes, we went 40.
that's it.
And hey, listen,
That's
this
it.
this was truly an honor, man, to get the opportunity to
Oh,
talk with you.
thank
And
you.
really, when you are got some free time, I know you got a lot going on at your gym. I did want to ask you this: like, how many people right now, before we go, do you have at your gym right now training as far as professional boxers or amateurs?
That's what I'm saying. For me, I'm like, I'm looking for people. I need people. I need talent. I'm hoping. I think I would have one of the guys is actually in that little tournament. He's a 160 pounder from Canada. He's
Yeah,
gonna be in that Turkey Al Sheikh's tournament over there. Um, but that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, got guys who they get ready. They want to be A side all the time. A side. Listen, to me, you just fucking fight. Just tell me where to go and we fight. That's where I did it. I mean, bro, that's what we did. Fighters fight, and these guys want to train 6 months a year. That yeah, but I'm not the A side, bro. But you can knock this guy out. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're ready for. I haven't found anybody who wants to like I do. I'm in search. I'm in need. My mind, my talent. I can't even like. I can't even like teach people because they can't even get a jab right. Six,
right.
7 months. You know what I mean? Doing elbows and stuff. Like I need some talent. I'm looking for talent. Man, I can make if you are good, I can make you great. Promise
Right.
you.
If you good, he said Clarence Bones Adams said he can make you great.
Mel
Man,
Bones Adams, the current is dead.
oh, I apologize. Bones Adams.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones Adams said he can make you great, and I believe him. You know what I'm saying? And when you get a chance, Bones, I really want you to get the opportunity, man. Like I said, we got this thing going, and we really cover boxing. We die hard boxing fans. Uh, it's my brothers. We got Sports Talk Nation, BVO, D Free. You know, we want you to come on one night.
So bring me on. Let me know. Just let me know. I'll be there.
Okay, that's all I want to know. We're gonna have you there.
You know that. I
I
got
already know it, man. I know
you.
you're a man. Like you said, you are a man of your word.
Yes, sir.
This is CDK Sports Talk Nation with Mr. Bones Adams. We out. Man.